I'm just gonna do a video sitting here inside the car since it's cold outside. I had to go pick my daughter up from the car place uptown. She's having her car worked on. Something about a speedometer cable or something. Speedometer mount. I don't know. I didn't understand exactly what she said, but something to do with her speedometer. Then I went to my favorite coffee place here in town, Five Lakes Coffee. I always get me a extra large Americano with 3 creams and 2 shots of hazelnut. I like the hazelnut flavor, so that's what I get. And I just wanted to come over here. They've been having the roads blocked off for like ever. To come back here, I don't know why. They're not doing nothing back here work-wise. But they have the Christmas. The local businesses around and some of the schools have 4 by 8 foot sheets of plywood that they have their business or school, and then they have a holiday or a Christmas decoration on it or a Christmas message. So, but I don't see why they have to have this back end shut off. I came back here today to check on it, and somebody had the what do you call those things? Roadblock. The roadblock. The wooden roadblock things, you know. They had them moved to the side so a car can get through. So, hey, no questions asked. I took advantage. So after I went to pick my daughter up and took her back to her apartment, I stopped and got me and her a coffee. I feel like having a coffee, so it's a nice cold day for it. Last night we went to church for a while for the commission dinner. My daughter had went to church on Sunday. I didn't make it. I haven't gone to church. I quit going to church back in like September or October just because of the virus stuff, you know. I think the first time that I got sick and had the virus, probably caught it from people at church. So I sat next to this one family, and then later on I find out they had it, the virus. So then I came down with it, and being that I work around senior citizen people and closely and directly with them, you can't be sick with the virus. So had my 10, oh yeah, I had my 10 work days off, and then of course the weekends counting up made it 14 days. But I'm over. That was back in end of July, 1st of August, and I haven't, been sick since. I did get the flu shot, which I have every year for probably the past 4 or 5 years, probably, or maybe longer. Heck, I don't remember. But it keeps me from getting sick. I don't know how. A lot of people have their different opinions about whether it's good or bad or whatever. And that tends to play out with the way the government, you know, hate to say the government, but you know how they experiment with their people and not tell them till years later, oh, we threw some copper dioxide in the air to see what the outcome would be 10 years later, 5 years later, or whatever. I remember hearing that on a news program once on TV. It's back in the 60s or 70s, they threw some kind of chemical out over a certain area of population. And then you get to hear about it on the news later after it's all been done. So, you know, that, and I was talking about that in regards with the flu shot. You don't know exactly what they put in it, you know, but when I believe that when a certain party was in control, that they made you think that good things were happening, but then you find out when you pay more attention, stuff that could have been going on, and some of them have been charged with the stuff they've done that was crooked. And you just never know who to trust, you know. Trust your family always, but medications and stuff like that, basically taking a chance, really, because, and you know, just think about talk about medications and stuff. Hold on a minute. This is making a color. Is that it? That's there. Alright, there you go. Now I got rid of that glare. Okay. So, you know, since Trump has been in office, I know a lot of people don't like him, but he's cut the cost of prescription meds. Now, you know, you think that senior citizens, you know, they should be treated with some type of prescription care, because the cost of that, the meds for them guys, is like ridiculously outrageous. You know, they don't have much of an income as it is. Social Security, then the pharmaceuticals want to charge them 3 times the amount of something for a med that they need, which is ridiculous. Just think, some countries have free health care. Now, they might have deficiencies in other areas of living, but having free health care, that sounds like a good thing to me. You know, when you don't make a whole lot, what kind of work I do, I've heard of other companies that make more than what we do, but you probably have that everywhere, so. But I'm just rambling on. I don't really like to talk about politics because it really isn't an interest to me, other than hearing the good things about stuff, you know. But I went and picked my daughter up, got me a coffee, and I was gonna see if she'd want to ride around for a little bit, but she was tired and wanted to go home, go to bed, and so I just figured I'll take her home, then I'll come out here and do my thing. Seems like this year, of course, you know, the older you get, the more colder you get, seems like. Unless you're, well, that doesn't even matter, you know. But it seems like the older you get, the colder you get. But I'm trying to think. Last night when we went to church, though, we had communion dinner, commission dinner, yeah, commission dinner, and they had chicken breast cooked up to where it was tender, chunked up in a big crock pot, seasoned with maybe, I'm thinking, I seen a recipe one time on the Facebook about, no, it was YouTube, that Chelsea Lynn that has her own channel, she put 2 chicken breasts in a crock pot and then added a can of tamale sauce to it, and then cooked it, let it get tender so she could break it apart with her fork. Then she added cut up 6 corn tortilla strips or shells into strips. Added that to it for another 20 minutes or whatever. She added black olives, cheese, and I think that was about it. But it looked good, you know. But I thought just adding a couple of chicken breasts to a crock pot with the tamale sauce or whatever it is I'm trying to think of, and just making burritos out of it, you know. Get some flour shells or corn shells or whatever you like, and I probably put some onion in it too, probably, and then some tomato maybe, and then just make it like a burrito, you know, like a fajita or whatever. When people get those fajitas in the restaurants, I don't see a lot of them make the fajitas. They just eat everything as it is. But what we had at church last night was tacos and this chicken stuff that we could make burritos out of. And I got me beef tacos. They were hard shells, but they broke apart real easily. So I thought, well, I'm not going to sit here and fight these and make a big mess trying to eat them and get it slopping all over the place. So I just broke the taco shell up and ate it as like a salad. But it was good though, you know. I must not have had some Mexican food in a while. And so tonight, while I was out riding around with my daughter, I had a thought of, after I dropped her off, I'd go to a place here in town called Don Chico's. And there's a dish that they have that I like a lot, that I've been getting it a lot lately, because it's just, when I go to Mexican restaurants, I don't like how they put red sauce all over everything, you know. I remember when my mom was still around, we'd lived in Fort Wayne, we'd go to, was it Don? No, it was, the heck was that place called? Queson's. And we'd get a enchilada plate. Man, that thing was the bomb. It had like a brown gravy, like, on the enchiladas. I don't know how they made it, but I've seen it I've looked it up online to try to find a recipe to make that, because it was really good. And then what I was saying was the enchiladas were good, you know. And I had the hunger for some not Chinese, Mexican food for tonight even more, after having them tacos last night. So I thought about going to Don Chico's and getting the chilaquiles, because Well, I was talking about the red sauce over everything. One day when I went to Keyson's, when I lived in Fort Wayne, a lot of those places up there, they didn't put red sauce on everything, you know. And so, being up here in Noble County now, that's where I live at, and places up around here, you know, I don't know why they all put the red sauce on everything. It's like, so I found that certain meals that I would get that didn't have that, I used to get the Polo Loco something. They give you a grilled chicken breast that come out on a little metal pan, iron, probably wrought iron pan or whatever, smashed thin, you know, grilled, and then they'd give you a little flour or a little foil pack of 3 soft corn shells or flour shells, whatever they were, you know. Then you got pico de gallo, rice and beans to go with it, and guacamole. So you could make up your own little taco. I call them little tacos, but make them up yourself, you know, and eat them. And they don't have that red. That was one thing that I could order that didn't have the red sauce on it. That's what I'm trying to get to. And so now I found they also I tried this other dish at Don Chico's called chilaquiles, and it's just a chicken breast that's cooked long enough to shred, and they have tortilla shells on a plate. They put the white chicken breast that's been marinated on your tortilla. Sorry about that. Tortilla strips and or other tortilla chips, and then the chicken. Then it goes on top of that goes the white cheese, and then they give you rice and beans, and I like it because of the chicken breast. You know, it's a good, kind of healthy, you know, as far as I'm concerned. And they give you chips and salsa with it, which I think I'm going to get that after I end my video. And I still got about half my coffee left. But I just come over here and chilled out for a while, and I need to get out and walk around and make a video, but I had been working off and on a lot lately, but I think this week my boss has me pretty much back to my normal schedule, and then I might pick up an extra 4 or 5 hours during the day before my schedule starts, just because we have sick co-workers, you know. Our boss ended up getting the virus too, so 2 co-workers and some of the people that we work for had gotten the virus. So we've had to work some overtime, which I don't mind it at all, you know. To me, overtime was always good. I always worked with any job that I had overtime if they asked, you know. They'd go around and need people to work. I'm like, here you go, here's a body. So and you know, when I got up this morning, I didn't get up till about 11 probably, because I go to bed late. I'm used to working late always, so I go to bed late always, even when I am home. So sometimes I don't go to bed till like maybe 1 or 2. Been sometimes later than that, but not much. That's about my usual time, 1 or 2. And then I'll sleep until like 11, so it's not too bad. Sometimes get up at 10 or whatever, you know. But excuse me. So I haven't ate nothing. You know, I got up today and I haven't ate nothing yet, so I'm kind of hungry. And just that tequila meal sounded good. Cause I still feel like I didn't get enough. I only ate 2 tacos at the church last night, and one of the burritos. I didn't want to make a spectacle of myself going up here. I could have ate probably four tacos and maybe another burrito, but I didn't want to look like a pig, you know. So I think that I haven't quite got my Mexican fill yet, so tonight for supper I'm gonna go get me a order of chilaquiles. And before I start eating it, I will take a picture of it just to show some people what it's like. About the only person that would, a couple people that view my videos anyways, I pretty much know who they are. I could just send them the picture of what I'm gonna eat for supper. So, okay, I'm gonna get off here, and y'all have a good day. Can't wait for this pandemic crap to be over. Can't wait for 2020 to be over. I pray that 2021 is going to be a whole different year, whole different ball game for the better part of everything that's going on. So, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one.